as of today, I'm officially employed. It's my first day of work in New York City.
Hold up, this vlog looks very different from my last one a month and a half ago where I was still in Austin. You might be wondering, how do we get here? Before I continue with this vlog, let me give you a little bit of context. After I left Austin at the end of my last vlog, I went home to Dallas to spend some time with my family before I flew out to New York. Since I came to New York in the middle of July, I've been living with my sister in Brooklyn. I've been applying to jobs. I've been trying to get out of my depression. Let's just say the end of June, early mid-July was a tough time for me. And I think it was for a lot of post-grads, especially those of us who didn't have jobs, which were a lot of us. And I was trying to enjoy my time when I first got to New York, but I was just like so exhausted, mentally, physically, just like gone. So I spent a lot of time on her couch and a lot of time just like watching TV, but I think I really needed that. I needed to like decompress. I needed to feel all the feelings and let my body adjust. And then I got to a point about a week and a half in, maybe close to 2 weeks, where I felt really comfortable going outside a lot more, seeing friends again, meeting new friends. Up until about 2 weeks ago, I did not have a job. I kept job hunting, I kept interviewing. Nothing was really like coming across how I wanted it to. And then I got this job offer at L'Oreal. And since then, that was like mid-August, I have been thriving a lot more because that just unloaded a lot of mental stress and pressure, and then I got to really enjoy even just like spending money. Like obviously I was on a really tight budget because I wasn't making money for about a month, but also I'm in New York now. I should like be able to go out and get a matcha when I want to, like once a week, but like I was really mindful about how I was spending. And so once I got a job, I was like, okay, well, I know income will be coming in. So I felt better just like living life a little bit more normally. In the interim, I was also rovering. So I was dog sitting and house sitting. That gave me a little bit of extra income just for my daily spending. And fast forward to this week that I'm filming is my first week of work / moving into my East Village apartment. But yeah, we'll get on with it. I just want to hop on and give y'all a little bit of context.
I kind of feel like I'm a freshman again, and it's my first day of school. I've never been in a like formal corporate work setting. I've always worked at startups or agencies, and I've usually always worked remote or like kind of hybrid. I work 3 days a week in office in their Jersey City office. I have this feeling like when you do, right when you leave for the airport for a trip, we're like, I think I'm forgetting something. That's how I feel. But I think it's because I'm not bringing my laptop, because I usually on all my jobs use my personal laptop for work, and I'm getting a laptop because I work corporate now. Wait, now the question is, how do I get to the house? We're gonna figure this out together. This is so nice. This is like a whole mall in here. That was scary. I almost missed it. I had to ask like 3 people. But we made it. And everyone is like getting off the train to go into New York from Hoboken. Here I am going to Hoboken. Crazy.
Stand clear of the closing doors.
I'm literally, everyone on this train left. It's just me. That's New York, and now we're in Jersey by the harbor. So cute. Going to dinner in Hoboken today with Mel. I'm so excited. I haven't seen her since graduation. Graduation in May. That was like 3 months ago. She just moved to Hoboken, so we're grabbing dinner at the Lola. Right there. So fun fact, we both now work for L'Oreal, so we get to do a little Teams chat while we're working.
I just finished my first full week in corporate America working for L'Oreal. Today's finally Friday, and let me just like walk you through some of the culture shock, some of the things that I'm having to adjust to. Mainly it's my own personality and workflow. Because I'm used to working at startups, I feel like I'm moving at 100 miles an hour and everything's on fire, and everything not only feels urgent, but like life or death. There's no slowing down and there's no minute to breathe, and if I am breathing, I kind of feel bad where I'm like, I know that there's a million other things to be done, which is why people at startups end up having such a bad experience, partially because maybe they work for a bad company, bad bosses who just, you know, startups are a tricky workplace. Like if you don't have a good boss that also prioritizes your health and your mental health and your work-life balance, then it's really hard to implement that yourself. But thankfully I always have, so that was never a problem. It's more like just the nature of startups where everything is pretty high pressure, everything is super scrappy, you're doing a little bit of everything. Whereas now in corporate, I have never felt so understimulated compared to every other job I've had. Even working in like retail, I'm quite literally sitting at my desk for 8 hours a day, staring at 3 monitors now. I've never used monitors before, so that's new for me too. Also because I'm just a very high energy individual, so it's not solely on like the workplace itself, but like I am born and bred in my DNA to be such a chaotic and like high-strung worker, and I like when things move fast, when I can get something in my hands, get it done, get it out. And that's kind of the process I've been working with for a while, but now there's layers to it and I have way more people above me than I ever have. It's all very interesting. It's like been such a slow week too because a lot of my team is out of office for Labor Day weekend. Overall, incredibly slow start, but good. Like that's not to say that I don't like the work. Like the work is definitely something that I'm interested in. The team seems really great and I think I'd be a good fit. It is just like me having not a hard time, but just a very stark adjustment period. But one really cool thing is because I work on a global team, there are international people in my office. A lot of higher up bosses on my team are Chinese or Cantonese, and they're speaking that to each other in the office. And there's a lot of French people, French speaking people, Spanish, and etc. etc. So that part is really cool. It's a lot more diverse. A big reason why I took this job, but all good things. Oh, another thing that happened this week, I went on a date. Actually, I don't know if I could call it a date because I feel like in New York and like as adults, like, oh, let's go grab a drink, you know? Like, and we didn't meet on a dating app. We met like socially, like in the real world. And if you know me, you know, like I don't date much by choice. It was good. It was really fun, but I think I learned also I might not be in a place like even want to entertain dating. But he was great. The date went very date hangout-ish thing went really well. I'll probably see him again. But yeah, been very social this week, doing stuff after work, so that's been super fun. Tomorrow we're going to Stout and for the first Longhorn game of the season, and Longhorns in the freaking SEC, so that is huge and so exciting. I'm gonna see a lot of friends from college I haven't seen since graduation, and a lot of us are in the city now, so I'm so excited. The UJ alumni network in New York is so strong and they have so many events and so many people go. And on Sunday, I'm moving into my first New York City apartment in East Village. I am so excited, mainly because I've been sleeping on my sister's couch or in her bed with her for the last month and a half, and I'm really excited to have my own room and bed again. But I'm even more excited just to be living in the city for the first time.
Get used to this new setup, maybe a little less echoey next time because this is gonna be my new filming location spot right in front of my window. Hell yeah.
Through the long weekend, I actually had Tuesday off too because of a L'Oreal company-wide holiday. I just moved in, settled in. I've been buying so much stuff, spending so much money, getting new room stuff, organization stuff. So I've just been cleaning and whatnot. Really getting settled in here, which is super exciting. And my room in Sidetown is honestly bigger than my room was in Austin, or like maybe any room I've had since we had our house. So that's super lucky to have. I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing weekly vlogs because honestly, now that I'm working and in office for most of the week, I don't know if my weeks are gonna be that interesting, but I think I'm gonna do like maybe monthly vlogs or like bi-weekly because I am doing a lot of stuff on the weekends, but I don't think y'all want to see me going to work and typing on my computer for 8 hours a day. But if you want more behind the scenes in my day-to-day, I am very active on TikTok, so go follow me there. I've not even started decorating my room yet, but once I do that and kind of get to a place where I really like what my room looks like, I will do like a room tour, maybe bring those back maybe. Side note, look how pretty my plant looks in this light. Whoa. She's my baby and she's gorgeous. Anyways, until next time I see you, keep slaying and we'll talk later. Bye.